Okay, so I do need to hurry because the weather is looking good, but I don't know how long it'll stay that way. I love these pouches for swapping out colors. I wasn't expecting that when I first got them, but once I started using them, they're great. Especially if the strand was still on the roof. But this should be good too. Now, let's hope I did buy extra just in case, but it is pretty rare that you can get, 100 bulbs and not one of them be broke. Oh, look, I don't have a timer. So I'm going to plug this in. So as I'm swapping out the bulbs, I can see if there's any that need to be replaced or make sure they're tightened enough. Hopefully the switch is on. Yes, they're on. Okay. So I try and plug them in as early as possible every house. Obviously there are some exceptions. On the easy ones, I may just start hanging them. This one I wouldn't say is super easy since there's a second level. So it's really important that you check the bulbs as you're hanging them. Even at this first level, the lower level's pretty high still. There's also clips missing. So while I'm doing that, swapping out, I'm also going to start fixing the clips. A lot of times when I'm adding a clip, I'll take the bulb out just so I don't hit the light too hard while it's connected. I have no idea if that would make a difference, but I just try to be safe as much as I can. Okay, I'm getting close to the end here. Haven't had any problems so far. Although sometimes I have to press them a little harder, or sometimes I have to loosen them a little bit, like this one. And usually that's because of this brown wire. There was a year where the brown and white wire were made very similar, very cheaply, and I've never had as many problems as I did that year. And I saw a lot of new guys buying lights strands that year, and their jobs weren't looking good because they needed to, with bad wire. This isn't bad wire, but I've seen it worse. And you really need to know how to fasten these sockets if you run across that. And if you don't, you'll have strands with lights that are out and you won't know what to do. And you'll usually see that with new people. They think they could just buy strand, buy the bulbs, and everything will just work perfectly, but it doesn't always work that way. Okay, so now I've got all the lights on. I believe I'm going to start with this side. I don't know if that strand is long enough for this, but let's see. Yeah, it is. One thing I like doing is wearing gloves, which I don't have right now, but I will. Because no matter how hard I try, I seem to always get my nails pulled a little too hard and they start bleeding. So I use these mechanic gloves. They're really tight. They don't kind of interfere with clipping into the panels. Every once in a while they'll get pinched on a panel, but for the most part, they're great. I should have my vest so I can have replacement bulbs and replacement clips if I needed. But because I'm in a hurry, oh, there, I need one right there. I just threw them in my pocket. I love the color of these purples, really stunning. Okay, so now I'm here at a gutter, and so what I'm going to do is show you my little trick. So we'll tuck this side in, kind of like that, and then I go around the gutter like this. See that? And the fact that this strand matches so good, you know, nobody really will notice. So I do that. I go around the gutter rather than bringing my whole spool underneath there, which a lot of new guys do as well. I used to do it when I first started because I thought that was the cleanest, smoothest way. But once I started doing this, it's faster and it's perfect. Okay, the ground here, it's hard to see, but it actually slopes down, so it's really hard to get the ladder in a spot that feels safe. So if you look at it, it's leaning pretty badly. Definitely don't feel safe under that, so I'll need a minute to try and adjust this. Here's another look at that. From this side. All right, so here's the plug for power. Kind of forgot that's how we did it last year. Again, I'm trying to be really careful with the cars. So now I'm going to need to get the smaller ladder to A-frame it, because this one's too heavy to be that careful, and that's really the main reason. The other one, little giant ladder, is really light and smaller. And I'll bring this up probably as high as it'll go. I'm gonna walk around the car. Yeah, I think I'll reach here. I do need to be careful. I've never actually fell on a car, so I don't want today to be the first day. I'm at the last one for the lower level, and here's what an end cap looks like. Just looks so clean and professional. Back in the day, we used to have to put, look at this light, switch it off. I gotta tighten that. Again, that's because of the wire. Back in the day, we just put like, you know, electrical tape at the end there. This looks so much better. Okay, so I got lucky for a while, but now it's raining. So while it's raining, I'm going to change out the light bulbs for the second level. I'm also going to move that ladder because I'm not super comfortable with it just sitting there. I think it's in a good spot. The wind's not really able to push it that easily, but you have to be mindful of things like that. So I am going to plug that to the eave. That's how it was supposed to be done. That other wire over there is supposed to be plugged into the top level on that side. So I'm going to do that now. Or turn the switches on. We will see.
Sorry, I cut the shot for you.
It is raining a little bit more, but hopefully it's not too bad. Again, I really like these pouches for the color swaps. Take off and put the new ones back on. Super easy. I've actually used these pouches more than the vest, the new ones, so far, because of all the color swaps I've done. Okay, I'm getting close to the end of this strand. I really hope the roof's not going to be slick. But this is a good test to see if the cougar paws are going to stick good in the rain. Ooh, the last one. I do still have some more in another box, but all right. So let me roll this up. I have a bad feeling I'm not going to be able to reach the top, and I don't have a step stool. I checked when I got here, and I realized I didn't bring it. First, I'm going to go up with my regular shoes, just to see if it's necessary. I think I'll be fine, but I'm still going to put them on just to be safe. When I put my cougar paws on, I do have another pair of socks here because these are high top boots. So I like to wear these longer tube socks. I really hope I can reach the corners. If not, I'll have to bring that ladder up there. I don't really want to do that. Okay, I'm not going to be able to reach that. So I'm gonna need to find a little ladder. Other than that, I can reach everything pretty good till I get to this corner too. And I won't be able to reach that. Okay, I definitely don't recommend this, but the cougar paws are sticking really well even with the wet shingles. Now it'd be so much better if I had a little step stool, but this little ladder works. Now I just need to move it out of the way. This should just be a smooth hanging all the way to the other side. So here's one. So I've got to press the socket in, take the bulb out to do that, and it should turn on. And if it doesn't, got to check for the prongs. So a lot of times what I do is I take one from another socket, see if it works. If it does, then I try swapping the bulbs. Obviously there's an issue here. I like the end having a light, then turning from there. What's up with these light bulbs not working? There we go, just need to tighten it. Wow, I've got 3 bulbs that are acting up, so before I take them out, I'm gonna go get new ones so water doesn't run through the socket. All right, hopefully it's not the socket and it's the light bulb. Dang it, it's the socket. So, and that's not good, especially because the power's on. So, again, I'm gonna change the bulb. Could be a bulb. It's not the bulb issue. Okay. This one I can tell is loose. Hopefully this one. Okay, this bulb is having problems. I'm gonna put that in this pocket so I don't use it anymore. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that the last 3 work. Actually, I'm going to make sure the last 4 work, just so I get it away from the hard to reach area. And these 2, for whatever reason, don't want to work. This one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is carefully take it apart. Look at the prongs. They look okay. I'm going to screw this bulb in so it makes the prongs go out. And re-fasten this. Just got to make sure you're doing it the right side. Okay. Did not work. And I think I see why. I'm getting so many telemarketer calls. So many. All right, I think I see the problem. The bottom flap is just so flat that it's not touching the bulb. Okay, so I'm back at this light bulb with a new socket. Well, I just lost the prong. Alright, let's do this. I can't believe the prong fell out when I actually had a bulb in it to prevent it from falling out. Okay. There we go. Of course, I'm almost at the end. It's raining more than it has. And I'm at a really hard fix. Okay. So worst case scenario is I put this in wrong, they touch, and it pops a breaker. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I've got that. I'm going to now press it in with the bulb. Then I've got to snap the back in, and we should be good. Boom. Okay. There it is. Don't forget, I'm doing this for your entertainment. Funny thing is, I didn't even need to go all the way to the end. Here we are. While I'm here, I'll make sure these are tight so I don't get a service call at this very hard part. There it is. All set. Again, I don't recommend walking on the roof while it's raining and while it's wet, but the cougar paws are sticking really good as if it was dry. But again, don't recommend you doing this. All right, I'll catch you down below. Okay, all that's left to do now is the cleanup. I used to save the boxes, but now I don't. Loading up, this is the last of it. I'm actually going to leave the lights on because the switch is inside. So if you're on your way out, smash that subscribe button. I promise you'll see some houses you'll want to see. If you are new to the channel, click the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.